Starting at number 9, you got this thing. Don't know why anybody would use this, but you have this. I mean, number 9. Just gonna hit marker everybody. So, what a complete waste, right? Don't ever use this. What's going on, guys? So today we are going to rank every single gun in Black Ops Cold War. Now, there are 6 categories in this game: ARs, SMGs, LMGs, and so on and so on. So I'm going to rank every gun inside their category from worst to best, and then I'm going to take the best guns of all 6 categories and rank them at the very end to find out which one is the very best gun in this whole entire game. If you guys do end up enjoying this video, please consider hitting the sub button. Anyways, love you guys. Hope you enjoy. So with the number 6 spot, we have the Milano. There's really no debate here. This gun sucks. If you like this gun, I'm sorry. It's horrible. It's the worst SMG by far. The damage is not that great. The fire rate is not that great. The recoil pattern, not that great. It's not a laser, but it's not that bad. But compared to the other SMGs, like, come on, this gun doesn't stand a chance. It's horrible. It's just not good. That is why I have it ranked at number 6. Now, coming in at number 5, you guys might be surprised, but I got the MP5 here. This used to be the god gun of Cold War. Used to be the best SMG in the game by far. I mean, not even the SMG, best gun. But it hit a pretty hard nerf, and they buffed all the SMGs while this gun got nerfed. So, even though this SMG is number 5, does not mean it's bad. All these SMGs above this, they're like barely better. I mean, they're almost all the exact same. This is my opinion, obviously, but you can't go wrong with the MP5. It's got good fire rate. It's got good damage. The reason I have it so low is probably because the recoil. Some people might not be able to control it compared to the other SMGs, but regardless, I have the MP5 at number 5. At number 4, I got the Bullfrog. I was deciding to put the MP5 at number 4 or the Bullfrog at number 4. I really didn't know because they are pretty similar, but I just think the buff that the Bullfrog got was just, it made it way too good. It made it way too good. It has like no recoil. You can just map people with this gun. It's got tons of ammo, and the damage is very, very good. That is why I have it above the MP5. It's just a laser, this gun. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have the MAC-10, the new Season 1 SMG. The only reason I have this ranked number 3 is because the recoil. Now, for good players, it's not that bad, you know, but if you're an average everyday player, it might be kind of hard to control. So that is why I have this ranked at number 3. But regardless, the fire rate, the kill time, the damage, oh my gosh, this gun, it's insanely good. So you can't go wrong there. But once again, like I said, the only reason I have it at number 3 is because the recoil. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the KSP. This might surprise people, but if it does, you're just not using the right class setup. This gun is broken. It is so good. Nobody understands. It's just a one burst machine. It is just a one burst machine. There's almost nothing that can beat this gun close range. Maybe the MAC-10, but I mean, it's not even fair. It's not even fair. At the beginning, I thought this gun was the worst SMG in the game, without a doubt. But then I ran this attachment. You put this task force on. Oh my gosh, this barrel. It just makes this gun a completely different gun. That is why I have it at number 2. The number 1 spot is the 74U. It has to be. This gun runs this game right now. It's all everybody uses. You can't go wrong with the 74U. No recoil. Great damage. Can just destroy you at any range. This gun is insane. Honestly, it might be getting a nerf. I really don't know. But, yeah. You can't go wrong with this gun. There's no doubt in my mind that this gun is ranked 1. If you guys think another SMG is ranked 1, please let me know. Coming in the number 6 spot for the assault rifles, we got the QBZ. Man, I want to like this gun. I really do. It's just not very good. It's not very good. It doesn't have the best damage. Doesn't have the best fire rate. It just gets beat out by almost all the other ARs. There's just nothing you can do. I like this gun. It's just not the best. Just like I said, the recoil isn't terrible, but when you compare the damage and the fire rate compared to the other ARs, it's like, it's just no match. It's no match. That is why I have it ranked at number 6. But coming in at number 5 for the AR, we got the Groza. Now, this gun overall, it's not bad. It's got decent damage. It's got good recoil control, but comparing to the other ARs, it's not there. It's just not there. It'll get beat out really quickly compared to the other ARs. That's why I have to rank it so low. But overall, like I just said, it's a good gun. Really good recoil control, decent fire rate, decent damage. You can't go wrong with the Groza, but that's why I got it at rank 5. Coming in at number 4, we got the FFAR, or the FAMAS. You know, I call it the FAMAS. This gun would be ranked higher, but the recoil is a little crazy. This gun is a melt machine completely, though. It melts everybody, but if the recoil was better on this gun, it would be broken. It would be completely broken. That is the only reason I have it so low, because the damage is great, the range isn't terrible. But for a lot of players in this game, a lot of average players, this gun is probably really hard to use just because of the recoil. They probably just can't control it. And that sucks, you know, but that is why I have this gun at number 4. At number 3, I got the AK-47. Now, this gun is probably the strongest AR. Very, very strong. There's not a whole bunch of complaints with it. It's got really good recoil, obviously really great range, really great damage. But the only reason I have it ranked at 3 is because the recoil and the movement. But in my opinion, this is the number 3 ranked AR in the game. Coming in at number 2, we have the Krig. The only reason the Krig is number 2 and beat the AK is because this is the best laser in the game. I mean, it's a beam. It's a complete beam. Has great damage, no recoil at all. That is the whole reason to beat the AK. Super easy to use. Anybody can pick this gun up and just melt because it's just such a laser. So that's why I have it at number 2. For number 1, we have the XM4. You guys might be surprised by this, but this gun recently has just been insane. The damage is great. It's not too hard of a gun to use, but one of the reasons why it's such a good gun compared to the AK and the Krig is because you have so much more mobility with this gun. You can play this gun like it's an SMG kind of, but the Krig and the AK, you cannot do that. You cannot do that at all. But with the XM4, you can play this gun however you want. Long, close range, medium range. That's why I got it at number 1. Moving on to the tactical rifles, we got at number 4, we got the Type 63. This gun is not that bad, but I mean, for all the tactical rifles, I gotta put it at number 4. There's nothing I can say bad about this gun. It's really easy to use. It's a semi-auto, but it's just not there. It's not better than the other tac rifles, but I mean, it does depend on your trigger finger, I guess. Either way, still a really good gun. Number 3, we got the M16 for the tac rifles. This gun used to be insane, but it got a nerf, obviously, because it was really needed. This gun was just completely broken. It's still very, very good, but nowhere what it used to be. But no matter what tac rifle you're using, I just can't say anything bad about any of the 4 of them because they're all super easy to use. They're just super easy to use. Like, not a lot of recoil. They all have really good damage, so I mean, but regardless, I got the M16 at number 3. Number 2, we got the DMR. The DMR, you know, everybody knows the DMR. This gun was the king of Warzone, and even multiplayer, it's still pretty good. Once again, though, you got to have that trigger finger. If you're not good with semi-autos, then this gun is not for you. But if you are, give the DMR a try because this gun is nuts. For the number 1 spot, we got the AUG, the best tac rifle for sure, without a doubt. This gun was insanely broken. Got a huge nerf, just like the M16. They both needed them. But even now, I mean, just look at this thing. It's still insanely good. This is 1,000,000% the ranked 1 tac rifle, and there's nothing you can do to change my mind. It's completely super good. Just super. I mean, this is after the nerf, and I'm still one-bursting people like crazy, you know? That is why I got it at number 1. Now for the LMGs, the guns that I never use because the movement is super slow and LMGs suck. You got the RPD. It's the number 3 LMG. Doesn't mean it's bad, but compared to the other 2, I just have to rank this at number 3. All these LMGs, though, are super good when you're aiming down sights. Every single one of them. But I got the RPD at number 3. Number 2, I got the M60. I've barely used this gun just because I do not like LMGs. But the damage on this thing is just insanely good as well. Just like all the LMGs, though, as I mentioned before. If you're aiming down sights with this gun, you are going to kill everybody. But I got the M60 at number 2. For number 1, everybody knows it. It's the Stoner. This gun's damage is just unreal. You literally get 2-shotted cross map. Honestly, I'm expecting a huge nerf out of this thing. I mean, the damage, it's just not even fair. If this thing had solid movement, oh my gosh, this gun, like, it evens it out because the movement is so bad on these LMGs. But I mean, once again, if you're aiming down sights with this gun, you're not going to lose. You are not going to lose unless you're against a sniper, you know, because snipers are broken. Speaking of snipers, we have this stupid gun right here. This thing is horrible, completely awful. There's only 3 snipers in the game. This is definitely the last one, the weakest one. You get tons of hit markers with it, tons of recoil on this thing. It's just not very good. I'm honestly expecting a buff out of this gun, but I mean, I guess we'll find out. If you do buff it too much though, then I can see this thing being really good. We'll just have to wait and see. Coming in at the number 2 sniper, we got the Pellington. The only reason I got this gun ranked number 2 is because it's pretty weak. I get a lot of hit markers with it, where I should not be getting hit markers at all. But that's the only reason I got it number 2. But I mean, it's kind of preference too whenever you're deciding between the Tundra and the Pellington. But I got it at number 2 just because of the hit markers. And number 1, everybody's favorite sniper, the Tundra. This gun is just a complete beast. You barely get any hit markers with it. At least in my experiences, I barely get any hit markers with it. But oh, just got a hit marker. Anyways, that was really great timing. The Tundra though, completely insane. Right now, snipers are the most broken thing that like COD has ever seen. There's no flinch on them. You can't even challenge them with any gun. Any gun, you just can't even challenge them. We're all expecting a huge nerf, and I cannot wait for the nerf because, man, these things run search and destroy. So for secondaries, I'm going to rank all of them in the same category because they are all secondaries. So starting at number 9, you got this thing. Don't know why anybody would use this, but you have this. I mean, number 9. Just gonna hit marker everybody. So what a complete waste, right? Don't ever use this. And then for number 8, you got the RPG. You know, just another waste. Don't know why anybody would run these as a secondary, but you got the RPG, just hit marker machine. And then number 7, you got the M79. You know, just the only reason this is number 7 is because it's cool. It's more fun to use. It's like a grenade launcher, you know, but it sucks. It sucks too. So don't use any of those 3. Anyways, let's get to the real secondaries now. So at number 6, we got the 1911, just the regular pistol. It's not a bad secondary. It's actually really good. Or if you're trying to clean up that last kill, it works really well. But I mean, it's just a regular pistol, you know. That's why I got it at number 6. For number 5, you got this pump action shotgun. I have like never used this thing, but I have been one-tapped by it plenty of times. And it's really not that bad. So that's what I got at number 5. At number 4, we got the Gallo. It's not too bad. It gets really annoying when people spam this at you, though. Shotguns, man. They are crazy annoying, especially when you got a fast fire rate like this gun. But I got this one at number 4. Number 3, we got the new shotgun. The slowest reload ever in Call of Duty. But this thing has an insane fire rate. It's super, super good. You can just hold the trigger. I mean, it's crazy, crazy good. And then once you have to reload, you're done. I mean, you're just done. You might as well leave the game. Either way, though, I got this one at number 3. Number 2, we got the Diomedes. These guys, oh my gosh, super broken at close range. If you're close range with these, they are just way too good. Super, super good. Probably getting a nerf because, like I said, if you're close range, it's an instant kill every time. You can't even challenge them. Can't even challenge them. Number 1, we got the Magnums. You guys already knew this. You got to put these guns at number 1. These are definitely the best secondaries. You can use them as primaries. They're extremely good. Have really good range. I am gonna be super happy once these get a nerf because, man, they are annoying. So now the moment you guys have all been waiting for. There are 6 categories left. We have all the ranked 1 guns of those 6 categories, and now we are gonna rank them worst to best. So coming in at number 6, it is the secondaries. It's the Magnums. These are only number 6 because the range and the mobility, and because they're a secondary. You know, you can't use them all the time. You can't shoot people across map with these. There's a reason they're number 6, but regardless, super, super good gun still. At number 5, you got the Stoner, the LMG. This gun is like the strongest gun in the game. The only reason I'm ranking it number 5 is because it's an LMG. You are super slow with this gun, but it's still a top 5 gun just because of the damage. I mean, this gun kills so fast, but I'm ranking it at number 5 just because how slow you are. And your ADS isn't that fast because it's an LMG. At number 4, we got the XM4. Like I said, this is a great AR. Plenty of movement. You can use it as an SMG and an AR. It's the 2-in-1 package. Great damage. Pretty easy to control as well. But I'm taking the XM4 at number 4 overall. At number 3, we got the AUG. I mean, you can't beat the AUG. This thing, it's still one burst like crazy. This gun is just way too good. And the best part about it, it's extremely easy to use. It's not like this gun is so good and it's hard to use. Anybody can pick this up and just aim and tap the trigger. It's so easy to use. I got the AUG at number 3. At number 2 overall, yes, it's a sniper. I know, it's kind of weird. But I mean, come on, you can't even challenge snipers. I'm talking about search and destroy only here, but even in respawn, like, you can't even challenge these things. They have no flinch. I suck. The only reason I have this gun at number 2 is because they have no flinch. And once this gets a nerf, this number would go down super far. But since they have no flinch, you have to put it at number 2 because you can't even challenge these things when they're ADSing. And at number 1, the all-around best gun in the game, the AK-74U. You can use this gun as an AR, you can use it as an SMG. It's got the fastest movement in the game. There is just nothing bad about this weapon. When you put the fastest movement in the game with really good recoil control, super good damage, I mean, overall, you just can't beat this gun. You just can't beat it. This is what I got as the number 1 gun in Black Ops Cold War. Guys, if you did make it this far, you are super awesome. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know your opinions down in the comments. Let me know your ranks. Please let me know if I'm really stupid for choosing a gun over another gun. Just let me know. I'll reply to like all of you guys. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching.